with the wonderful Annette Bricka.
Hello. I want to wave, but I feel like I have a big hand, so look at how huge that looks on screen.
A wonderful psychic. My daughter can testify to that. I'll put her information on the bottom of this for how you can reach out for her. But we also want to tell you that last time people were giving money and people were thinking I was only picking the money that gave the people that gave money, which wasn't true. I go down the list like here. So we are creating, we did the YouTube donation towards the Ukraine's for children, hungry children.
Yeah.
It's something YouTube says, yeah, they're good, and I put that down. So donations would be for that. Don't put them here. We're not taking donations. We're here to answer your personal or mediumship, or if you want a question about the specifics of what's going on politically here, we'd be happy to answer that.
Yeah, anything.
Okay, so here we go.
And juicier the better.
Did you see? Yeah, we love gossip too.
Yeah, we want juicy stuff. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, thank you. That wasn't the one I was looking for.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I have a reading with her in August. Okay, so I'm looking for you also, Katie. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Will I finally get a proper diagnosis and why I can't breathe?
Yes, I would say immediately. So the first thing that I want to say, which seems obvious, is you need to go to the doctor to get the diagnosis. So
yeah,
if you have gone to the doctor, you need a specialist, which I think maybe you haven't. You've gone to the wrong doctors. Go to the right doctor. You will get a diagnosis, and the breathing will be able to. You'll be able to breathe. It'll be clear.
I see it's something that it will be turned around. I don't see her having any terminal issue.
No, definitely not. No, it's just the wrong doctor so far. But yeah, she'll be fine.
Can you tell me if my landlord will fix the gas leak? Oh, they legally have to. Oh my God! What you do is you call the fire department or the Pacific Gas and Electric. Whoever's out there.
Call the fire department. You call the fire department immediately. They will come there. They will have you evacuate. You'll stand
and they'll shut it down until they fix it.
And your landlord will get in trouble. So I wouldn't beg your landlord. I forget texting your landlord. I just call the 911 fire department. They'll be there immediately. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a sad one. Please tell me if my sister-in-law will survive stage 4 liver. I'm not seeing it.
Okay. I want to say this. She's okay. We all are going to die. So we know that. Okay. So this just happens to be how she will go. So she's not going to survive it, but still she wouldn't want to survive it. She won't want to live this way. So when you think of it that way, even though it feels sad, again, whenever any of us die, we think it's sad. This just happens to be how she dies. When it's time for her to go, she will be ready to go. And nobody will feel sad. Everybody will be happy. You know what I mean? Like relieved.
Right.
She gets to go. Yeah.
Yeah, honey. But she will be in glory over there. It's like
you know what? I almost said that, but I hate to make it sound like I can't wait to die when I'm like, oh.
Right.
Oh, God. I wish I had stage 4 liver cancer, but yeah, she'll be okay. Absolutely.
She'll be okay.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you see my astrology business growing this year?
Can I answer?
Yes.
Ness. Amazing. But here's the thing. When you say this year, I don't think it's in the calendar year of 2025. I think it gets better. In 2026 is when it goes bonkers, nuts. There's a lot of money coming in. You get very well known and you will have your own platform. So you grow, you continue to grow. I think you're already doing good, but I think 2026 is when it blows up financially. And if you are doing 2 things at one time, you're going to only do this.
Wow.
2026. Ooh,
yeah.
Ness, I need you. I need my astrology done.
Yeah. So write her, Ness, and you guys can make a little arrangement. She did my ex-husband. Beautiful job.
Okay. Hey, Ness, I don't know if I can say shit on this. Okay. Don't care about my ex-husbands. Okay. As we know, Yeah, so we're gonna skip out by my ex-husband and just focus on me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care about his. I can tell you his, and I'm no astrologer, that's for sure.
Well, my husband regained the use of his arms. They are not sure what exactly happened.
He's got a problem with his vertebrae in his neck. So he needs to have an MRI done on his neck. He needs neck surgery. His vertebrae are crushed. He should also ask him if he's having problems in his legs and if his legs feel heavy, because that will be the next thing. Once the vertebrae in his neck, I sound like a spine doctor, don't I? Once his vertebrae get fixed, and they might even have to build like a cage in his vertebrae, he'll be fine, and he will not 100% use of his arms, but I don't even have 100% use of my arms, and my spine is fine, and I have good vertebrae, but it'll be much better. But it's his neck. He needs to go to a spinal doctor and get an MRI on his neck.
I'm sure you would think that any ER doctor, someone who saw them, said go to a spinal doctor.
I don't think they care unless if you're bleeding from your head, like literally, or if there's a knife, not even bleeding, you need a knife sticking out of your head. They don't care. I don't think the ER cares like they used to care. No.
A political question. What's going to happen to Mike Lee?
Ooh.
Can Utah get rid of him? He doesn't go up again until when the new presidential election happened. I see him being voted out. That's what I see.
Okay. No. All right.
He's the one that made those awful comments.
Okay. I want to say this. I don't see him, period. So I think he might be voted off this planet. Okay.
Okay.
So, not that I'm wishing that, but I don't see him at all. So I think you're right for sure, Linda, but I think he might be just more than voted off.
Right. Thank you, Water Lily.
Yeah.
Oh. Susie, how long do we have until my husband's Parkinson's starts to decline?
6 months.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mo, should I write a book? I've been contemplating about being written. The problem, Mo, is you just don't sit up and do the work. You start and then you stop.
Here's the other thing I would say, Mo. So should you write the book? You should write it, because if you're even asking about it, it's driving you crazy. So write the book. But the actual second part of the question is completely different than the first, because then you say, will it sell? It may sell to like your 6 friends or cousins, but if you want to sell, people need to know who you are. Because think about this. I tell this all the time to people. A couple of people have recently said to me, why don't I write a book? And I said, because not enough people know who I am. So even if I have this fascinating story, and I write a great book, if not enough people know who I am, how am I going to sell it? So you have to get yourself out. So write the book for sure. Like Linda said, do that, but then get yourself out there so people know who you are, so they even know that there is a book that's interesting to even buy. Because that's catch-22. Yeah.
Lucy, I like that name.
Ooh, Gary, Indiana. Okay, so I have family that used to live there. I
feel like the death was tough.
I think her life was tough.
Yeah, I feel tough. I feel she's so happy to be out of that body.
Listen, and no offense to Gary, Indiana. She's happy to be out of Gary as well. She's happy to be out of that body. She's happy to be done with this. But I think that what she came here for, she accomplished. So, if she incarnates again, she's learned her lessons, and it's going to be much easier and much better for her. So she's absolutely good. And Lucy, are you either getting married, just got divorced, and just found somebody? Because there's like a new... And by the way, if you are married, okay, and your husband's in the room, it still seems like there's more love going on. So
if it's him rejuvenated or whatever.
Rejuvenated with someone else. I don't think it's the same. Lucy, contact me. Okay, just let me have a private message on this one. But I think that's what the mom's message is also. for sure.
Oh, Donna, she definitely will.
100%. And he's going to send her the soulmate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel the deceased soulmate will lead her to him.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's going to send her to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I start my own business, healing business, will it be successful?
Why did this get small for me? Did you do something, Linda?
No. But Jen asked if I start my own Reiki healing business, will it be successful?
Yes. But think of this, Jen. In order for it to be successful, you already have to be powerful in your own energy, thinking like, I got this. Because if all you need to make it successful is your own energy, and you believe that you can do it, then you will do it. So it's like a catch-22. You can't be successful in it if you're even questioning will it work. You have to be like, oh, energy, that's all I need. I got this. I'm an expert in this field, and I'm going to spread this, and I'm going to help people. And yes, it will be.
Okay.
Jen, don't ask the question. Just go do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nicole, thank you both. My message from my guides. What do I need to know or be doing at this time for my highest good? But I say release anything holding you. Give it to them. Hand it over and say, into thy hands, because they are leading you.
And I would say to also have a plan, and because we don't have to do you don't have to be a substitute teacher or a nurse or a prostitute or a painter. You could be anything you want. But the whole purpose, I believe, is to be here to help other people and to experience love and joy at the highest level. So I think sometimes people get caught up like, what should I do as a vocation? It's not. I think it's more about how you live your life, not what you should do. So I think that when you take that out of the equation, you can live the best life, and then you help others, and then you feel like you are vibrating at the highest level. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Carmen, I found an old friend from the past on Facebook. Will he accept my friend request? Will I hear from him? Yeah, I'm not feeling the outcome what she wants.
Yeah,
even if he accepts it, I see him in a different venture.
100%. I mean, I actually hope he doesn't accept it, because if he does, he might accept it, and then you don't ever communicate with him, because I think you guys are just on two different. Listen, the past is the past. Who cares? Go on Facebook or wherever else and find a new friend, not the old friend. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I could use a message. I've been so depressed recently. Well, depression creates more of the same. What's your message?
Well, I mean, so again, this sounds crazy, but so even if we give you a message and you feel great right now, then 10 minutes later, crafty lady, you might not feel great. So you have to get yourself out of this. Start thinking great things. Start having a plan. Start thinking about something you want to do tomorrow or next week, or how you want your life to look like, so that
refuse to accept, because they love to give you negative messages.
Yes. You have to decide how you want to live your life, and then you start going towards that, or else you can't get out of this depression.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
Jenny wants to know, will she be moving to Seattle? And
It'll be a great move. Great move. Great coffee. Great people. Fantastic. You'll feel like a free spirit. I feel like I should go to Seattle right now.
My sister-in-law has stomach cancer. Can you tell how serious it is? It feels serious to me.
Very, very serious. Yeah.
That's a nasty. Yeah. I had a brother-in-law died of that.
Yeah. It's bad.
My mom and dad are passed. Do they know the truth now? Do they know how bad I hurt?
So I know what I want to say. I don't know if you want to start or.
Well, what I want to say is you will get nothing by holding on to that pain. It's up to you now to forgive them and forgive yourself.
Right.
It's not like, are they knowing? It doesn't matter. Yes, they have to come in the realm of all things that happen. But you standing there saying, do they know what they did to me?
Yeah.
Doesn't change anything.
Yeah, so here's what I would say. Not only do they know, okay, because when you pass and you have like that life review, nobody gives you the life review. You give yourself your own life review. So you're like, oh, could I have done things better? So I think that they obviously know what happened, but they don't think like we think. They don't think with their ego. They're not like, oh, I wish I would have done this or that better, because they're all knowing and all seeing. So what they're hoping for you is not that they convey that they know the truth, is they want you, like Linda said, to release it, to be okay with it. Because it's no more about like, you did this to me or that or any of that. It is about letting go of it.
And don't give them any more power.
Yeah.
They're already passed, and you're sitting here living on this earth, still upset about what they did.
Yeah. And what happened was supposed to happen. And I know that sounds hard to hear. I mean, I went through something really terrible with my mother, and I know that we were all, whatever we go through, we're meant to go through, and let it go. Yeah.
So this is interesting. Paul, I just read a lady today that's talked about Portugal, maybe even moving there. As you know, our friend who does a YouTube show called Nath, he lives in Portugal. Portugal is fine. I don't recommend France or England. They're very mad at American tourists.
Good thing I went to France last year then.
Huh?
I said, good thing I went to Paris last year then, so I don't have to worry about it.
But will he be able to return to the country without issue? I see him doing okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be zero issues. I think there might be a little bit of issues, but you'll be okay. You can get out. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. This thing goes so fast, it's hard to catch it. It happened to go when I was a teen. Radio came on by itself. Oh, that happens to me all the time. Yeah. Playing my favorite song in my bedroom filled with light. This happened 2 times. What happened?
So I think it's your spirit guide trying to get your attention. So even if you say, Gail, well, I had 3 people that were passed over, I think they were trying to get my attention, which they could. That is a way that they could reach you. But I think it's your spirit guide. I think that if I were talking to you right now, I would actually ask you, do you have a relationship with your spirit guide where you guys are actually in communication? They're helping you. I would think that you would probably say not really. And I think it's your spirit guide saying, come on, Gail, wake up. Let's go. Let's use me. Help me. I'm here to guide you so you have the best life that you can.
Right. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. We're just giving you what our hits are. We're not doing any medical advice.
You know, it's funny. I did a reading yesterday, and I said I'm only a part-time doctor. And my husband always says, quit saying you're going to get sued. And it was like, not like a little burn. It was like major like surgery advice I was giving. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also you can always say you only play one on TV.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Sunny said,
I play a part-time doctor on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah.
Sunny says, will I find true love again? My husband passed several years ago.
Okay. I want to say something. You will, Sunny, but I believe you will find it, and that whatever, like the anniversary of either your husband's passing, his birthday, your, like wedding anniversary, some date connected to your husband is going to be a date also connected to the new one. Yeah.
Okay. And you need a couple of years to recover from the death.
She's there. She's there now. It's been several years ago. She's there. She's ready. Yeah.
Bariatric surgery. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Bariatric surgery. The problem is even the sleeve, with the stomach, people will gain the weight back.
Yeah. So. Here's the thing. I almost did plastic surgery before I did this with Linda, because look at my neck compared to this little baby over here. You know what, Linda? It's actually rude that you look like you look like a preemie newborn baby. And and actually, people who's watching, before anybody came on, it was just Linda and I go, Linda, what the hell's with your damn smooth face? I go, look at my neck. And you know what Linda's advice to me? She was just look down. I go, well, I was like this the whole time. That was her answer to me. So you don't see this big, 58-year-old neck. Linda, let's see your neck, how beautiful it is.
She told me not to brush my hair before coming
I
on.
did. Yeah. And you know what? I'm getting mad because you did brush your hair. All right. It's rude of you. Yeah.
Listen, this is all paid for. The skin is mine, though, you guys. They can't do unless I had some sort of laser or something.
Listen, of course you can say the skin is yours because you have perfect skin. So why would you not say it's all yours? Yeah.
What will I be success? I love these kind of questions. I would like to do what you two do to help people. Listen, Phyllis, I'm going to tell you something right now. And ever since I was a little girl, I knew I would do something to help people. And I saw Jesus, and I had that whole love for Jesus. Yet I was not raised in a Christian environment. Even my parents were atheists. The best way to get where you want to get is after I had cancer, breast cancer, I gave my life over. Into thy hands I commenced my spirit. So what you do is you tell them, you tell me. You tell me, lead me in the direction. This is my compassion. This is what I'd like to be doing. Lead me to it.
But I would say, I agree 100% what Linda said, but I would also even add one other thing. Start helping people now, because you don't have to be anything to help people. You can, if you tell the universe, because humanity needs a lot of people to step up to help other people. So if you say to humanity, like if I was the HR manager of humanity, which I would not get the job, you're hired, because you just go start helping people, tell the universe that's what you want to do, and it can happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Lisa, do you see me healing from past hurts for a better future? This poor kid, she gets one thing after the other. She's just trying to live and take care of the kiddies. And then sure enough, the car will break, this will go down, this or that. She just needs a break and maybe a little bromance.
Okay. So I do feel like she's going to heal. There's a way that you can heal by going into the Akashic Records. And I think I have a reading with Lisa. So Lisa, and this is Lisa Foster. Lisa, you're Lisa.
Yes.
Okay.
She's one of our, yeah.
Okay. So Lisa, so when you and I do our reading, I'm going to help you. I'm going to tell you what to do with the Akashic Records so that your karmic entanglements, which sometimes we need them because we still learn from them, but the ones that you don't need anymore, like enough already with the breaking down of the cars and all the nonsense, we can get you past that so that you are going to have a better future. So we're going to immediately say, so you're never going to ask the question again. You are going to, and you're young. So yes, yeah, we're going to do it. So remind me, Lisa, we're going to do I'm going to show you the Akashic Records when we do it.
Okay, cool.
She's so pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She just has one piece of bad news after the other.
No, stop that, Linda. No more.
I know. But every time I say, girl, I see this bright future, and then bada bing, bada boom.
We're going to change it. We're going to absolutely change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uma, hello, ladies. Do you see my health? I'm really exhausted, being sick and tired all the time. And this has been going on for years. I know, Uma.
Okay, so what do you see for my health? Okay, so I would say this for you, Uma. And again, I'm only a part-time doctor on YouTube. So when you say you're exhausted from being sick and tired all the time, do you mean with your life or with your health?
Her health.
Okay, so is it that your health has issues, or because you feel frustrated? Because think about this. If you don't have like a diagnosis, but your life isn't going in the right way, then, and you're a little overweight, and then you have headaches, and then you're not motivated, that makes you feel lousy also. So have a life plan. Having a life plan will help you feel unstuck, because I don't think, and Linda, since you know Uma, I don't think there's like one serious illness, correct?
I don't think so, but she does look tired.
Well, she's tired because life isn't working the way she wants to, and it's too much, and it's hard. And it does create physical problems. So get your life on track, know what you want to do, and your health will improve. But also, think about this, people. Words matter. So when you say, like, I'm really exhausted from being sick and tired all the time, don't say that anymore. Say, I am glad for my newfound health. I am glad that I feel the best I've ever felt. So stop saying those kind of words.
Right.
It will make a difference.
German. Ladies, I have a question I'd like to know, because I'm an overthinker. Does my property management want me to leave because I help the on-site manager clean? Or am I just overthinking it?
Yeah, I think they do. I don't think they're right. And I would start looking now. I don't think you have to leave immediately, but I don't think about this. If you're even thinking that they want you to leave, you're never going to feel comfortable.
Right. And I think he's very intuitive. You know how you walk in a room, you know when someone's talking about you.
He's cute too. I mean, you know, hope my husband's working right now. And I'm super happily married as a part-time doctor on YouTube. So yeah, I'm not available, German, but yes, yeah. Move elsewhere, yes.
Okay, so yeah, but I don't see them telling him to go. I see him.
No, they're just gonna give him like the side eye. Who needs that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, get out of there. There's a lot of places to live. You don't need that. Do not stay.
Oh, Nicole totally agrees. That's
Wait, is that my Nicole?
Yeah, that's your Nicole.
Nicole, I'm waiting for you.
I told her, have you got a hold? And she's been really running around lately.
Okay, I don't care, Nicole. I am begging Nicole to contact me to help her with her reading. And Nicole is now taking over my job. Okay, Nicole, contact me. Yeah, look at how good she looks.
She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
My dad, Dean, passed away 5 years ago. I always thought I would see him in a dream, and he has not come to me. Are there any messages? My mom misses him terribly. And you know, can I tell you, I'm a medium, and my parents didn't come to me.
Yeah. I'm a medium, and the people that I don't want to come to me. So, you know, and I say this to people all the time. It's not a guarantee, because there's two things here. In order for them to come to you, they have to lower their vibration. You have to raise yours in order for that connection to take place. Lots of times they do come to you, and you're in the moment. You're like, oh my God, they did. But then 5 minutes later, you're like, I don't know if they really did. You second guess yourself, and they're not allowed to really help change things here for you. So lots of times we think, they're going to help us with this big problem that we have, solve our problems. They're not really supposed to do that. I don't think that he has not come. I think he has. And I think that you've just not recognized it that way. But I would just say, Dad, come to me. I just, bring him.
Before you go to sleep.
Yes.
Well, this is a sad one. I can't afford to live anymore, and my eyes are going.
All right, Eileen, my eyes are going too. Listen, I wish this was not a true story. This is.
So she's announcing that reality to herself, so she keeps it going by announcing it to herself. I can't afford to live anymore.
Okay.
But I do see a break coming up. What are you feeling?
Yes. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Already things are going to change because, Eileen, I'm going to give you a free reading. So now you can afford that, which you didn't think you could afford. So that's on me. And then we're going to change. So you can afford to live. You might not know how you're going to do it, but I'll tell you how to do it. Contact me, write Fred, say free reading. I'll know Eileen. And we got this. And you're gonna.
And your email is.
I got 50 zillion ones.
Is it the one that's
book at Netbricka.com?
Well, we're gonna put it below.
Yeah. But Eileen, I got you. Yeah, you're good. And you know what? You can afford to live. Yes, and you will be able to.
Is my deceased grandfather, Claire, proud of how I'm handling the situation with my mom, brother, and apartment? Wow, I heard yes, loud and clear.
Look at her. What's not to be proud of? Look at that jewel on her forehead. Whoa. Yeah, of course he's proud of you. Yeah. Which, by the way, when she says, is he proud of how I'm handling the situation with my mom, brother, and my apartment? I don't think it's like one big happy family. I think it's...
No.
I think they're estranged, but... And they don't really have opinions like that, but he's all for it because he says, you do you. You do what you have to do. So if things are not going well with them, just because we're blood related, we don't have to be all fake. Just live your life. So yeah, he is proud of you. Yeah.
Yeah, Amy, and God will bless you with I think the mom is sick. So does mom have any advice for me? She's Donna Anderson, born in passed away in 2022. But live. That's what I heard. Live. And live life to the fullest.
Yeah, I was going to say, live your best life. Like, go out there and, like, live it up. Yeah.
Because the parent thing, maybe they used to give you advice when you were young, but they're out of that now. They just want you to be happy and to live.
And not live like survive. Like, eat and have shelter. Like, live it up. Like, live like you're rich and skinny and beautiful and you can do anything and just have a great time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I use my psychic and mediumship gifts professionally. She thinks too much. She overthinks it.
I was just going to say, first of all, Mystic Hummingbird, which is already more psychic than I'm Annette. You know, I sound like a bear somewhere. Okay, so Mystic Hummingbird, will you use your psychic and gifts professionally if you want to? If you just do it. Go out there and just start doing it. You might be a little afraid. I think people are afraid to do it. And I think, Linda, this is the advantage you and I had, because as young kids, we always knew this is what we were going to do. So, you know, I said to somebody recently in a reading who's like in her 50s, she's been gifted her whole life, had a traditional job, and now she wants to break out and be a psychic. And she goes, I don't know if it'll work. And I go, well, I can imagine, you know, why you would even be considering like being afraid of that, because who knows? You know, I was lucky that I didn't have a choice and I was just thrust into this like you.
That's me too, right, after cancer.
Right,
yeah.
Right. So I would say absolutely go do it. Yeah.
When will I be offered a long-term contract job in what field? Celtic Seer. I'm feeling September.
Okay, whoever is, I'm trying to think what Celtic Seer's real name is.
Did you tell her to come on the show and ask the question?
Yeah, of course. And then I forgot.
I'm feeling September.
Okay. Celtic Seer, contact me. Because I don't, so by September, yes. But all right, there's two Celtic people out there. Okay. I have actually two. So I'm not sure which one this is. So Celtic Seer, contact me. Text me. He knows myself. Just text me and we'll do that. Yeah.
My best friend Cody passed away recently. I'm devastated. Does he have a message for me? Does he miss me? I just got the weirdest message. Oh. I heard someone say, it's very hard to miss in human form because I'm in paradise now.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say they don't miss because they don't have an ego like we do, that, you know, they're all knowing and all seeing. So, but not to hurt your feelings, Crystal, because here, yes, he would have missed you. There's nothing to miss because there he knows what's happening for you. He's still connected to you. He knows that your human life here goes like a blink of an eye over there. So it's not really anything to miss. And even though you're devastated, be happy for him because he was always going to pass at this age. Think of it that way.
You know? Already made an agreement.
Yeah.
I watch you faithfully every week for many years. I have some pictures that were taken at my home and I can't describe what. Oh, yeah, send them to me, girlfriend Grindle. 9103@gmail.com. I love.
And then Linda, send them to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will my nephew recover from a serious accident, which he's undergoing multiple surgeries? Yes.
Yeah, he recovers, but but then he's different. You know, when something happens, you're never the same, but he will be, it'll take about 2 years until he is there. So there's some recovery time, but he's going to be okay. Yeah.
I'm inventing a makeup tool for people with alopecia, hair loss. Will it be
Wonder Woman? You're going to be rich, okay? Wonder Woman needs to talk to the one who doesn't think she can afford to live anymore, all right? Because, yes. Okay, first of all, Wonder Woman, don't tell everybody what the makeup tool is, okay? So everybody on YouTube is going to keep their mouth zipped. Get it patent. Do it immediately. Stop telling people about it and get it going. And you're going to.
I think it'll be great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do it now. And wait, I want to say one thing. If the reason why it's not quite invented yet, do it. I don't think she needs to, she doesn't need to do it for 2 more years. Just get it out there.
Get it out there. That's what I think it's going to be very successful.
Oh, yeah.
Denise said she rescued a dog a little over a year ago, and lately the dog's been acting weird.
I think
hiding in the closet or shower. What is she afraid of?
I think that the dog has anxiety, and I think obviously, but I think the dog has separation anxiety, and I think that the dog needs you to literally bond with the dog on a soul-to-soul level and let the dog know that you're not going to leave the dog, you're not going to abandon the dog, that it's you and the dog forever, and like literally get on the floor, hug the dog, and tell the dog that.
Yeah. But I feel like the dog, it's definitely something with the dog, but I feel as she gets confused, the dog gets more scared.
Yeah, and the dog doesn't feel like this is their forever home. They don't, so
they're used to, yeah.
So let them know, let the dog know that it is.
Stephanie, does my Uncle Mauricio have a message for me? He passed before I was born. I always felt, yeah, he's protecting the family. He's a good-looking guy, too.
Oh, I was going to say, he's a ladies' man. Okay, and even though we're talking about paradise on the other side, of like, they don't have an ego. He does, and he's living it up. Remember that show, Fantasy Island?
Yeah.
Okay, he's the tall guy. He's not the little guy. He's the tall guy who was like running Fantasy Island. Yeah, no, he's I think he's great. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't take another body yet. He's waiting for all the families to come.
Yeah, why would he? Because he's on Fantasy Island. He doesn't want one. Yeah.
Marion, I saw a big square light show up on my wall out of nowhere from no source when I YouTubed. I don't know what that is. You'll turn to look. It disappeared right when I turned to look. Was it a portal, alien, or ghost? A big square light sounds like a portal.
Okay, I'm only really confused with the question. Yeah, it's not an alien. I think it would be a portal too. But
Portal.
Yeah.
Or ancestors.
Yeah.
Please, will Joseph come to meet me in August, and will we be good together? I'm not feeling yes.
Me either. So, well, he probably will come in
I
August.
hope he does. It could be that he does come, but it doesn't work out or something.
Yeah, or cancel August, okay? And let's meet a different Joseph, all right? So,
yeah.
If you're already not feeling it, get out of it. Michelle, make something up. Honesty is not always the best policy.
Right.
Yeah.
My dad was murdered in 1995. He has been reincarnated with my family, or is he still waiting for? He's still waiting.
Yeah, no, he's not been reincarnated. No.
Even though he was murdered, a lot of murder victims or crashes or whatever will take on another body right enough. Yeah. Oh, she just wrote and she said, Stephanie, my uncle was indeed a handsome man.
Oh, yeah.
We were both taken back by how good looking he was.
And listen, Stephanie, you're probably too young to know what Fantasy Island is. Google that because you'll see Ricardo Montalban or whatever.
Yeah.
That's your uncle. Yeah.
Will my dear friend Joanne get a job soon? She's out of money and scared at 62. She will get a job, but I'm sorry it's taking so long. But she will get a job.
So here's the thing. When you think that you're out of money, you literally should apply to every single job because even if you get a job that you don't like, it's easier to get a better job while you're working. So
yeah.
So just get a job and then keep your search going.
Nancy says, are we going to have a safe, good road trip to and back home? I say yes.
Yeah. Stop at as many Cracker Barrels as you can. Yeah, Linda, do you have Cracker Barrels by you?
Well, my sister and I had a bad experience with Cracker Barrel in
what kind of
Tennessee. My sister found a hair, like a pubic hair, and a flea.
In what?
In the food.
No. Okay.
So you just can't do it again, you know.
Listen, Nancy, don't go to eat at Cracker Barrel. I didn't even mean to eat. There's like a lot of little fun things to buy. Buy Christmas ornaments.
Oh, they have fun things, but that was in Tennessee. That's how Tennessee rolls.
Listen, but you don't order the pubic hair pancakes like Linda did, okay? So just buy the crafts, okay? You eat there. Make a sandwich.
I heard they have real good fried chicken.
And Cracker Barrel. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Diagnosed with aggressive melanoma. Surgery scheduled for July 31st during Mercury retrograde. Do you see this being a minor surgery on my left cheek?
Yes. Yes.
I do too.
Yes. Yeah. And be free. Oh, be free. I like that. Be free. What I think you should do is also say that it's going to be a minor surgery. Write it down that it's going to be a minor surgery. Say it out loud that it's going to be a minor surgery, and then go burn it in the sink, that piece of paper. So you're putting it out to the universe so the universe takes care of it. Ooh, Patty. Ooh,
Patty wants to start. Should I start a YouTube channel? Well, they start off so damn slow. Unlike with me, mine took off pretty fast, but that's when the beginning, you know.
Yeah, you're not the normal, because you couldn't fail, okay? And you, so.
Well, it was something beyond me told me to do it. It was a man said in my ear, "You're going to start a YouTube channel." And I said, "What, are you crazy? I'm not going to do that." Okay. And then he said, "Linda, you'll help calm them down."
And you do. And Linda, with your beautiful skin. Okay. All right, everybody, let's not model our life against Linda's, because we're going to all feel bad about ourselves. Okay. So, Patty, you can start a YouTube channel, but think about this. What is it going to be about, and how interesting? And is this something you would want to watch? Because you need to have a different take on, you know, because of course you can start it, but will people want to watch it?
And what's your motivation to do it? When I sat in front of that camera, I didn't know what the hell I was going to talk. I just followed instructions. But it didn't make or break my life. I did it just to do it, and it just happened to take off. So your Patty, motivation, don't be looking and saying, "Oh, I don't got any subscribers." Just allow. And tell the guys, if that's the link they were sending you, make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a good time for me to start my online tarot combined with my art?
Tarot.
Ooh, yeah.
Why are you saying tarot? Like fancy? I thought it tarot, right?
Tarot, yeah.
Yes, Christine, do it. Oh, combined with my art. I wonder what that means. What do you mean?
I bet she's a real good artist. It's like that beautiful girl in Australia. Her name is Trish James, and she does these cards, and they're very.
Oh, you know, I wanted to ask you about those cards. A client of mine asked me what cards you use. Whose cards are those?
I'll send you the link. Trish James. Yeah. They're not cheap. If you want a deck, I'll send them to you.
Wait, meaning Annette or Christine wants a link. I mean the cards. Annette accepts the cards from you, Linda. Okay, I will accept them. Okay.
Okay, good. I'll send you a deck.
Yeah.
Ryan, hi Ryan. Love these chats. I'm thinking of moving jobs. Is this the right time?
Yes. Do it now, immediately.
But don't drop the job you have. And let me tell you something. I don't know why, and I keep getting this. Now's not a good time to buy or sell a house.
No, I don't even know if he has a house yet. But move jobs. But like Linda said, keep your job. Because even if you hate your job, if you know you're leaving, you don't hate it as much because it doesn't suck anymore because you know you're out the door. Find a new job. Now is the right time. But I feel like you will be relocating. I think that's your house thing that you're talking about.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. Janet wants to know, when will our husband Michael get a job? I'm here in September.
Yeah. I think you need to be clear on like what kind of job is Michael looking for. Because you can get a job.
Magic said that gentleman she asked about that died wasn't a human; it was a dog.
Wait, what's the question? Wait, what do you
Crystal
saying?
Magic. She said her best friend died, and I've heard the dog, I thought it was a human, say, I'm in paradise.
Yeah, well, dog. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're human or dog. It's still a soul. Yeah. I mean, Fred, my dog, is laying on the couch. I think he's insulted to think that, like, when my husband calls Fred a dog, I actually get mad. I'm like, how dare you? Why would you call him that? And he's like, because he actually is. I'm like, he can hear you. Okay. He can hear you saying. Yeah. Yeah.
And you go, la, 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 la.
Yeah. I'm like, that's rude. Stop calling him a dog. Yeah.
Hello, beautiful ladies. Thank you, Dana. To know how to clear what's blocking me from hearing my spirit guides. Okay. Also have a burning desire to help, but I need help first. What's my gift? Well, the gift can come to you once you clear those blocks, but the only way to clear the blocks is by allowing, and letting them come in and help you. You know, we're too busy overthinking. Did I get that right? Did I hear that right?
Listen,
Is this where I'm supposed to be standing, or is it over there? Say, into thy hands, allow whatever direction they send you. And tell them, too, that you're allowing them to send you in the correct position.
You know, I tell people all the time, think about this. Your spirit guide is literally here to guide you. It's like going on a vacation, hiring a tour guide, and then not contacting them and say, where are we going to meet up so you can take me to whatever location? You need to say to your spirit guide, let's connect. Let's get this going. So, Dana, your spirit guide has probably tried many times to connect, and they're like, why is Dana not getting it? So now, Dana, you say to your spirit guide, let's figure this out. Let's get this connection going. Because your spirit guide is quite literally waiting to do that with you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Some guidance on the next steps for me and my divine work. Well, we can't help you with the next step, but the realm can help you with the next step. It's all in almost like a timing that is beyond us.
Yeah, and I would say when you think about your next steps, because sometimes people think that, like, okay, when you think about this world of spirituality, like, what am I going to do next? Sometimes you can just keep it simple, because if you're helping people, okay, or whatever, there doesn't have to, maybe your next step is the exact step you're on. It doesn't have to be more. You know, like, I talked to somebody, I did a reading for somebody the other day who's like in this spiritual world, and she does 9 different things. And I said, I do one thing. I do 2 things. I do readings and I find missing people. I don't have a menu of things that I can offer. I don't do all these 94 things like a lot of people do. And I think sometimes people get really confused that they have to have a next step. You can just keep where you are, and that can help a great deal of people.
Yes.
So I don't know that you have to have a next step for your divine work.
Exactly.
And I think the universe probably knows I can't handle a lot of steps, so they they dumbed it down for me. They're like, we're going to give you 2. Yeah. Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine last night who's a famous actress, and she...
Oh, I know who that is. I'm not going to say. And when she says famous people, she means extremely famous.
Anyway, Academy Award winning famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
everybody knows who she is. Yeah.
Since she was a young actress getting into the biz, she would get cray people writing her, and because I was asking her, you know, I get a lot of beautiful.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, you know how when you get kind of popular and people want to send you gifts, okay? And I get beautiful gifts from so many good people, never a negative, never ugly. She had, okay, let me give you a sample. She had a person that had been writing her. And so she was young. She just started off in the biz. So she wrote something back saying thank you. And then the person wrote again or something, said, I love you.
It got creepy.
And then she said, well, your friend. And his mother wrote her and said, how dare you say your friend?
Okay.
So you see, cray. That happens.
Obviously, that whole family is woo. Yeah.
But there's just, sometimes there's just cray out there. And I see this woman being very good at doing the divine and keeping the ugly out. I'm very lucky that way. How about you, girlfriend?
You're talking about me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, did you ever see lately like those late talk shows where they have like Kim Kardashian on and she'll read like all the bad stuff that people write about her and everyone thinks it's funny? Okay, so the other day I told you I don't read comments. I don't read comments. I don't either. Okay, well, you have all nice ones. So, and look at you. Okay, so I accidentally read one. Here's what this person said about me. Okay, think of me as Kim Kardashian on like Jimmy Fallon. Okay, she wrote, or whoever wrote, again, I hate your voice. Because now I've said it a couple times, so now people love to tell, right? I hate your voice. I heard that before. I've listened to her for 3 minutes now, and I've heard a lot of her talking, but none of it makes sense to me. And I thought, okay, why would you write that? Okay, first of all,
they go out of their way to try to take you down a notch.
The podcast that she listened to was not like this fun, happy one. It was like one of the serious ones about my story. So I thought to myself, so here I'm telling you like my personal story, which is like really traumatic. And I'm sorry it's not traumatic enough for you, or you know, and you want to just like take me down. So I don't know. A lot of people come for me. I don't read it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a target, I think, more than you.
Yeah. Well, remember, I have to hire people to go through my comments, and they take away. There's negative, but they take them away. I just don't want to deal with it. And you know what?
So you're saying that the people don't tell you?
Yeah, but when she was young, starting off in the business,
yeah,
she didn't know that. Now she's protected. She has.
Yeah, you need people. You're right. You need that group of people, or that one or two person that will read them and sift them out and not tell you.
Yeah,
because it's actually, it doesn't make sense that somebody would even do that. It hurts them more than it hurts you.
Real quick question: is the United States going to bomb Iran?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But
my feeling is no. But
well, it may fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and I.
But Putin told Trump, "Do not do that."
Okay. Well, as you know, these two, their bromance is no longer, a bromance. And since he broke up with his boyfriend Elon, all for entertainment purposes only, okay. And I actually know Elon Musk, people. So I know him personally, and I know a little
background.
Yeah. I told you from the beginning when they fell in love that this would not last because it could not last. Okay. When they were breaking up last week and then they got fake back together, which I told you before we got on, this is not going to last either with them. I think that Trump is having the same thing with Putin, and I think that he'll do it because who he thinks he is, but I don't think it'll work. Okay. But he'll try. Yes.
Okay, because Iran could do a lot of damage to Israel. Yeah. There's 93 million people in Iran, and there's only 7 million.
Well, thank God that the universe is going to make sure it fails.
Yeah, well, the ETs will stop any kind of.
Yeah.
Hello, I was part of a company layoff the beginning of May and still looking for a job. I'm telling you, it's taken 4 to 5 months for people to find, sometimes 6 months.
Yeah, so
will I find a good paying job soon? I feel and don't worry about it. Don't focus on it. Tell the round, thank you. I know that you'll get me this job.
Listen, and honest to God, I know this sounds like I own a paper company and I own matches or a lighter company because I tell you to write it down and burn it. Do it. Danielle, get the job. You can get there's a lot of jobs. You can get a job and you only need one. You can get it.
I started seeing what I thought was a man several times and realized it was like an energy source. Was that my dad? And is there a message?
Okay, I'm so confused. I do not feel like it was her dad.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's her dad either.
But I don't know what, Linda, I mean, you need to break this down for me. I'm not even understanding what the question is.
She started seeing what she thought was a man several times and realized it was an energy. So realized it wasn't real. It wasn't a human.
Right.
But then she wants to know, was it her dad? It's not her dad.
No, it's definitely not your dad. We know that. Okay, so what is the message? So I would ask the energy.
Probably like a guide or someone coming to visit her.
Yeah, I mean, but I would actually ask. I mean, so think about it. When these things happen and we're perplexed, I would say, hey, square light, hey, energy source, hey, non-human, what do you need? Ask.
Yeah. So this Emmy said, will my job be okay after I complain about my boss? I'm feeling don't do it.
Yeah, listen. Okay. Here's the thing. I love to complain. Okay, if I had a boss, I'd be in HR right now. Okay. So I'm all for, and I think you should complain, but I don't complain. It's not going to be in your best interest. Complain to yourself. Think about your next, because I think it will backfire. I wouldn't do it. Even though you should be able to do it, I wouldn't do it. Don't do it. Yeah.
When will Linda G meet Gerard Butler?
Well, Linda, am I allowed to say something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So everybody, Linda, the preemie over here, the teenage kid with the beautiful skin and neck, is going to meet somebody, even though she thinks I'm crazy, doesn't believe it's not going to be Gerard Butler, but He will be really fabulous, and it's going to be a very big, serious romance. And she'll be in love. Love, which Linda doesn't think she'll be in love.
Well, I'm not worried. I'm not interested in it. Yeah.
Oh, well then shave your legs now because it's going to happen tonight then. If you're not interested, it's going to happen immediately. Yeah.
But I do get my below hair braided, just in case.
Listen, the minute I said I was gonna say, listen, but you don't have to shave your legs because it's 2025. You know.
And also, I'm old, so I don't have hair on my legs anymore.
I'm getting sick of you with the no hair. You don't have to shave your face. Linda, nobody cares. Okay, you're not even relatable. You're actually not.
I'll tell you, when her and I get together, it's going to be snap out of it.
You know what, people? If you're feeling bad about yourself, like I am because of this one. You know what?
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know what?
When I was homeless, I relied on the higher realm to provide for me. And even
in the
11th hour, they came through.
Like Linda said.
Like Linda said, give it up to the universe and trust. They got you.
Oh, this is Be Free again. I love Be Free.
I love it. That's exactly.
With a name like Be Free, how do you not have it? You're good.
Yeah.
You think? Be Free? And not even Be Free, B-E. Like, she's so free, she doesn't even need all the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will my life ever settle down and get better? It feels like one disaster after another. And sometimes that's karma. Sometimes I realize, because I've had a lot of bad times in my life. And then I read something about karma, and I said, you know what? I wouldn't doubt if all this is karma. I need to just relax and get through it. This too shall pass, and it did.
Yeah. So I feel like I feel like the worst is over. I think that one disaster after another is over. There's not going to be another disaster. And if you want friends, go out and find friends. Because, listen, when you get to a certain age, they don't knock on your door. The FedEx guy is not like, you want to be my bestie. So you need to put yourself out there to find friends, to help this. And I want to say something about true love. There's a zillion people out there. Everyone's looking for love. Every pot has a lid, or every lid has a pot, or a spoon has a fork, or whatever the hell the saying is. You could find it for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Diane, hello, ladies. I'll have surgery on my left kidney removed. Will my recovery be easy?
Yes.
It's going to be painful, but I see you making it. No problem.
Super easy. I mean, not only will you make it, I feel like, and I don't even know if it's that painful. I think it's like uncomfortable, but you're good. Yeah, absolutely fine.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, I wanted to say I didn't get her name. She needs a bell to ring for her son and her daughter-in-law.
One of these.
Oh yes, get a bell. That's what you need for your kidney surgery. You need a bell so they can hear what you need when the water is not the right temperature, or you need like a cracker.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
My mom has been arguing for VA benefits for 20 plus years from her husband's cancer, which we believe came from Agent Orange. Will she ever get it?
I don't believe so. No.
Damn, 20 years is a long time.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, it's not.
Write to your senator or congressperson, because my dad lost his lower legs from some mistake at the VA hospital. And he fought 3 years. And I said, Dad, write your agent, whoever congressperson who happened to be Barbara, I can't think of her last name. He wrote her, my dad didn't type or anything. He wrote her pen to paper. And I said, make it brief. And he
Barbara
did.
Feinstein?
No, Barbara, she's still alive.
Listen, here's the thing. I believe that she could get it if she made a big fuss about it.
Yeah, go to your congressional agent, because check this out. Dad gets a letter 3 months after he wrote that letter, and they reversed and paid him everything.
Listen, she's got to go nuts. You got to act crazy. You have to act like you got an Amazon package and it was the wrong stuff, and you want your stuff, and you've called 50 times. So here's the only reason why I feel like it won't happen is because for 20 years, she hasn't been loud or crazy enough. If you get nuts, you could get it. You got to get nuts.
Right. Mariva Ramirez. Will I land a good paying job that allowed me to move to a new apartment close to my kids' school? Melbourne, Florida. Please help. My ex is not paying child support.
Okay. I'm okay. I have to take any divorce questions, widow questions, life insurance questions. As we know, as a part-time doctor, this is my area of specialty as well. First of all, you need to take him to court and he needs to go to jail for not paying child support. So when people say, well, if he's in jail, how's he going to pay child support? He's already not paying it. So that's a nonsense. He needs to learn a lesson. And child support is not between you and him. It's a state law. It's between the state of Florida and you know, the children. The children deserve the money. So you need to go to court and you need to put them in jail. Absolutely, which is a pain in the ass. Do that for sure. Okay. So, and in arrears for a full year, if you pursue it, he will go to jail. That's it. So you don't make secret deals with him. Oh, I'll pay you this week. I don't have it. I had to get my tires fixed. No, you go to court and you start filing that paperwork. You will get a better job. Now, here's the thing about will I move close to my kid's school? I think that you'll be able to. I think your kids will be able to go to school you want to, and I don't want to say to do anything illegal like use somebody else's address. You know, just saying. But the bottom line is, I think she cares more that the kids will go to the school. So that happens, but I don't know that she lives so close to it. But she'll figure out a way to make that happen.
Yeah, because close to the school costs more in rent. She'll be a little bit further back. But can I tell you, like in the state of California, it used to be in the old days, men would leave their wives and make some special arrangement about the kids. You don't need to go to court. We'll make our own arrangement. And have his attorney draw it up.
Yeah.
And then not pay her a dime.
Right.
And finally, the court stepped in and said enough.
Yeah.
Women cannot say, oh, no, never mind. I don't want to.
It has to go through the court system. And that's why, which she may not have done, because this might have been, back several years ago. He needs to get in the system, which he won't want to. And then you need to keep going to court and you need to hold him accountable and throw him in jail. For sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
By the way, it's Barbara Boxer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know you're gonna fight. Yeah.
Okay, one last question.
Wait, what does that mean?
We've already done an hour.
Linda, stop doing this to me.
I tell you, it flies by.
We've already done an hour. What?
I know. It's an hour and 3 minutes.
Well, where are you going? What do you have to do? So what? We've done an hour. I actually have till tomorrow morning.
I wish I could. I mean, I could do a couple of more, but my guy's coming to cut my tree.
Who's coming? Who's coming? What are you doing?
Gus. My guy's coming to cut the tree.
You're not going to cut it with him?
No, but I got to answer the door, go outside, tell him what I want.
Okay. People, we got you. We're going to answer some more questions because Gus is going to be late. How about that prediction?
There we go.
Yeah.
What message does my dad in spirit have about this untreated alcoholism?
Wait, what? So the dad's not living.
The dad's in spirit, and this person, I guess, has alcoholism. Wants to know what the dad has to say. Probably stop drinking.
Yeah, I mean, if that is, I'm reading it a different way, but yeah, stop drinking. But again, on the other side, they don't care that much. They don't really give us advice like that. But
no,
but you should stop. If Good Karma is the one that has the untreated alcoholism, which I almost don't think it does, because if you have a name like Good Karma, I don't think you have untreated alcoholism. Think about that. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Will me and my ex, Kate, get back together?
You might, but it won't last.
Okay.
It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Go have some appetizers and keep it moving.
My Edgar Casey-based spiritual podcast is starting next month. Ooh, I'll watch it.
Yeah, me too.
Send us the link. Will it help many people?
Yes.
He's a hard cookie to understand, but once you get him, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I understand him. Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what? Edgar Casey. So you know how he would fall asleep and lay down and give all his predictions, but he was really good in anything medical. If you Google Edgar Casey, if you have a medical issue, you could actually Google whatever that issue is, and whatever he said 40 years ago will still apply. Use apple cider vinegar or apple peel, whatever. It works. I've done it a few times.
Will my sister get a divorce from her deadbeat husband?
No.
Whoa, that's a shame.
Okay, this sounds terrible. The best you can hope for is that he predeceases her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of evil work was done by my in-laws to break our family and daughter? You know, can I say something real quick? Sometimes women want to be with this negative energy because it brings attention to them. Poor me. And then everybody's like, oh, you got to get out of there. You got to do this. But they just live in that victimhood. What kind of evil work was done by my in-laws to break our family and daughter? Her soul is gone and lies all the time. How can I break this evil work if we are told it can't be reversed?
Nobody can break your soul or your spirit unless if you allow it to be broken. So it's not, because think about this. If you don't believe in it, like a lot of times people say, I believe that somebody put a spell on me. You know, can you undo that? I go, first of all, you'd have to believe that that's possible. So yes, anybody could try to do it, but you just don't believe that that can happen. So if this has happened, like you're saying, it's up to her to get out of this. No in-laws can make it happen.
M. Packard, animal question. What happened to my orange one-eyed tomcat, Max?
He's coming back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Coming back, yeah. And let us know. Yeah.
Will I sell my house soon, John?
Yes. John, I know John. John, contact me. What do you mean? I thought you did sell it. Contact me, John. Yes.
Thank you, Lynn. You both are individuals. Oh, thank you,
so
Lynn.
Nice. Oh my God, Lynn, thank you. Now, Lynn, you make me feel better after that rude comment I read yesterday about myself. Yeah.
What happened with my mom's finances after she passed? What is the truth?
Okay. You want me to start?
You start.
I love your perfectly non-surgical.
I feel somebody got in. It might even be an attorney or something.
So somebody stole the money. I was going to say that she doesn't have as much as you thought, but I think the opposite. She had a lot. I think even more than you think. And I think that somebody stole it. And I think that bamboozled you. And I think because if you just trust people and they're like, oh, well, there was none. No, follow the paper trail. Dig into this. Because I don't feel like the money's all blown. So you could still get some of the money.
Wow.
That would drive me crazy.
Old Windwalker. Should I be looking for a new job? If yes, what type of job? I'm currently doing accounting payables. I can't specifically, unless I did a one-on-one reading, tell you what kind of a job, but I do see a new job.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that it has to be in a different industry. I think it just needs to be a different place.
Okay.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you've been doing this for a while, maybe you're really good at it. Maybe the place sucks.
Something that gives you a little bit more joy. Shay says, my ex-husband keeps saying he's changed.
Okay. Shay? Okay, again, we know this. I'm an expert in this. Okay. Has he changed? Maybe he's more of a liar. He has changed. He's more of a liar, to tell you that. Is he trying to rekindle things with me? Probably. But listen, Shay, we are not interested. You and your cute little dog over there, that's all you need. You find a new guy, not him. Block him.
There's a reason why your
ex is for a reason. Yes.
Oh, look at the nerve. Goldie Hawn wants to know when she can become financially independent. You already got a lot of money, girl. You're famous.
You know, I was going to say, I wish my ex-husband was alive to beg me to get back together with him so I could just tell him to go screw himself. Okay, but no, everybody, when you think of ex, no, everybody stop that. There's a lot of people in the world. Find new people.
Yeah. What is this? Oh, thank you. Annette is recognized as one of the most foremost psychic mediums with an extraordinary ability to access the spiritual realms and real life-changing insight. Okay.
All right. I don't know why Lisa just did that, but Lisa is my new best friend. I'm so sorry, Linda. Okay?
She's a wonderful person.
It's me and Lisa forever now. Gourmet Chex Mix. I had a few challenges. Like, what? COVID?
Oh, she had a few challenges like COVID, Alzheimer's, husband. Should I try again at this business?
No, I would say no.
Okay.
And if this is Chex Mix, like Chex Mix, I love that. No, do something else.
Will my partner be able to fully come out as a trans to their parents in the world?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually am an expert in the world of trans. I have many clients that are trans from 30 years ago. So not just when, you know, Caitlyn Jenner came out and made it famous. I mean, years and years and years ago. Will your partner ever be able to come out? If your partner feels like it's important enough to, but it's not. So, because the reason why I feel like, okay, I have a little technical difficulties here, but your partner can come out, but what's most important is that your partner is just loving their life being trans. They don't need their parents' permission. So the fact that they're already kind of, listen, I have a 28-year-old daughter who tells me shit that I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to know. I go, stop telling me. I don't want to be this close. I don't want to know your every last thought and everything you've done. And she goes, well, what, don't you want us to bond? I go, no, not really, actually. And call me by my first name. Don't even call me mom, okay? Because I'm not even parenting you. So I feel like I don't know that this person will come out to their parents. I don't know that that's a great idea because I think the parents will be disappointing. And let your partner just be full trans, do them, and
see what happens.
Yeah,
it's a tough world out there.
Yeah,
this will pass, but I'm sorry, it's really tough. But listen, girlfriend, I have to go. I'm so sorry.
You know what, Linda?
But you got to stay on. When we end this, I need to tell you something real quick.
I hope this is good news. Yeah.
Oh wait, one last question.
Yeah, let's do. Come on.
Husband cheating on me. Will our marriage survive? I wish it could, because cheating isn't the whole works, but I feel no.
Well, I mean, what does survive mean? And you'll never, ever trust him, and you deserve more. So, but Julie, be strategic about this. Don't just end this, because he already cheated, so you're already hurt. You already don't like him. So, but now make sure that you're financially stable. You get out of it when you're ready to. You don't be emotional about this. Be transactional about this. Think, think this through. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you guys for all that everybody's saying. Thank you.
Oh, I love this. Okay.
Thank you.
So
okay, well, stay on. Okay, so
you guys,
hopefully she'll join us again in August.
Okay.
Why
don't people write into Linda and say, hey, Linda, instead of these 10-minute nonsense things,
it's an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, all right.
So okay.
It's not enough.
All right, you guys. Love you all.
Bye. Thank you,
Bob and
Lisa,
Water Lily and
Nicole.
Lisa.
Contact me, Water Lily. I'm going to talk to you soon. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You and me. Yes.
Bye, you guys.
All right. Bye.